Hey Capricorn, welcome to your December 2020 reading. Welcome to Sagittarius season. A happy early birthday to all of you December Capricorns. Let's see what the cards have in store for you today. December already. Wow. That is kind of unreal to think about. Yet here we are. Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. You're feeling really independent, self-sufficient, and secure right now. That's really good. Six of Swords. You may feel a little hollow this month. The reason for that is because we have a few planets leaving your sign. We have, let's see, Saturn leaving your sign and moving into Aquarius along with Jupiter. Saturn moves on December 17th and Jupiter moves on the 19th. These planets have been in your sign for quite some time, and they have been applying quite a bit of pressure to you guys. There has been a lot of transformative work that you guys have been doing and undergoing due to these transits, and so this month when they move, like I said, you may feel a little hollow. You may feel Six of Swords kind of emotionally under the weather, but you're not sure for what reason. It's just because the energy is very, the shift is going to be abrupt for you. You will have that transition period as those planets move for a couple of days before and after, but overall, Six of Swords is kind of like a melancholy type feeling. The good news is you're not in that space for, any other reason than those planets are moving. You know what I mean? Certain things in your life may rearrange due to that, but I really don't think so. I don't get that vibe. I feel like, again, Nine of Pentacles, you're in a very secure, stable position, because on the bright side of these intense transits, you have transformed under all that pressure. You're a new person. You're very, even more resilient than you were beforehand. The third card out, Eight of Pentacles. It's time to work. Now that these energies are kind of directed into Aquarius, and you have, Saturn, your ruling planet, right? One of your ruling planets, going into another one of its ruling signs, Aquarius, right? And so that's going to be good because it's going to ease the magnifying glass up off of you and apply that to Aquarius, which, again, because it's Saturn, you will still feel, but it'll be in a much more refreshing way, right? You have just revolutionized that Saturn energy within your own field, so you have a bit of a break when it comes to that. Jupiter, you've expanded in a lot of ways under this transit. That's where I think this Eight of Pentacles really comes into play. You've upped the ante, if you will, on on how you work, what it is you want to put into your work, how you want to show up in your work, not just to make money necessarily. I think you're finding a way. We have, after the Eight of Pentacles, Justice card. I feel like you're finding a way to balance and blend the more abstract areas of your life with work. Finding a way to turn something that you're passionate about and something that is fulfilling to you, like the Nine of Pentacles is, and turn that into what you could also lean into and multiply. Um, the Justice card, I feel like this is something that this month becomes tangible to you, becomes within your grasp. The Justice card is, to me, kind of like the legalese um, starting to line themselves up for you. It's the more intricate details that maybe at one point were overwhelming or cloudy to you, they start coming more clearly, and you're able to lay your ideas down on paper. You're able to implement your ideas and actually make them official, whether that's, getting the LLC, getting, the trademark, getting the copyright, getting the website, getting the domain name, getting whatever it is. It's something that it's stepping up to a different level of seriousness within you. Not just like your approach to it, but it's becoming a true possibility in your brain. So your brain's now wandering down all these new elevated avenues because it's now within your grasp. You've done all of this work and this expansion and all of this. I feel like if you ask Sagittarius, right? And I'm a Sag rising, so I can kind of let you in on my personal experience. But when Jupiter was in our sign, it was a very beautiful thing, a really intense thing. I think a lot of people thought, though, a lot of Sagittarians thought that all of this expansion and just abundant energy kind of floods in while you're moving through it. And I think what a lot of us Sagittarians have realized now that Jupiter has been in Capricorn and been out of our sign for a while is that we're just now, and have just recently, over the last year, 2020, been starting to reap the benefits of that Jupiter transit, that Jupiter in Sagittarius transit. Those seeds that we planted during that time needed time to germinate and to grow in to the fruitful, plants and trees and bushes that they are now. The beautiful garden that it is now, right? And so you have to really be aware that Jupiter being in your sign may have felt really intense, and you may feel a little tuckered and worn out right now. But boy, you don't even know. Water those seeds that are planted, because the yield that you will get from it in the year to come, January 2021 on, you will start to feel, now that Jupiter is going into Aquarius, and that pressure is taken off of your sign, you will start to see how that blossoms now that Jupiter has done what it's needed to do. So, Six of Swords, if you feel kind of worn out right now, that's okay, it's normal. This stuff is really intense, and it's just moved. But the important thing is that you get to work. You put yourself in a space, which you're good at this, Capricorn, cardinal earth. Just put your nose to the grindstone when it comes to stuff that you're wanting to cultivate and grow, because you are really in a space now of those seeds are germinating and blossoming and going to start blossoming. So you really have the opportunity now to decide what it is that blossoms. So the Eight of Pentacles is really building upon that foundation that you've been setting for yourself throughout this Jupiter transit. Okay. So Let's see. Queen of Cups, the Emperor, Death, Page of Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups. When the sun moves into your sign on the 22nd, the sun's going to be in Capricorn, which means that we here on Earth are in the Cancer constellation. We're traveling through the Cancer, or will be traveling through the Cancer constellation. It's really important that you use that energetic gateway that is, the opposition between the sun and, the sign, more so that the sun is traveling through, and its opposite. That is always going to be a gateway for you to tap into that natural oppositional energy that you already have of your oppositional sign, which is Cancer. It's important to be really soft during this time. I think you guys have learned how to soften up with yourselves and with the people around you over the course of the past year. And so I don't think this will be much of an issue, but as we're in Sagittarius season, sorry, as I'm like readjusting, as we're in Sagittarius season, it's really easy to be kind of irritable and snappy because you want to kind of focus on what it is that you're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. Just approach everything that you do with a nourishing mindset. If you're going to spend time cultivating your seeds, like the Eight of Pentacles is instructing you to do, or is suggesting that you do, it's important that you approach that from a nourishing standpoint. The Queen of Cups is not going to overwater her plants. You know what I mean? Like, it's about knowing that it's okay to kind of take breaks and to spend time with the loved ones and to be soft with the people who love you and who are currently surrounding you. It's just about balancing out those two extremes. You know what I mean? The Emperor card and Death. This is a lot of Mars energy. A lot of Mars energy going on. You have this Martian duality backing you. This ability to step into this very authoritative role within your own life. So like I was saying, with you finding a way to balance out what it is that you enjoy doing and what it is that you turn into your stable foundation and what it is that you multiply. The Emperor is an energy that can help assist you in executing your ideas, in being confident. You are confident already, but this is like a type of confidence where you're almost able to sell your ideas to yourself. You're tapping into a more a healthy side of your ego a little bit with the Emperor energy when it comes to cultivating new ideas, right? Fire, the Emperor is associated with Aries. Fire is vision, it's image, right? It's very visual energy. So this is you being able to spark some sort of inspiration and like initiation energy into your life. And so that's really good. Partnered with the Death energy, this is a different side of Mars. This is the side of Mars that rules Scorpio. Scorpio has everything to do with transformation, with the burning down to ash and being reborn in a new form, right? And I think that that's really important to understand, that that's what's been going on for you. we're exiting Scorpio season now as I'm filming this and entering Sag season. And so the transformation is going to be very potent for you. Potent, not just, I don't mean that in like you experiencing it. I mean like the the aftertaste of the transformation is very potent. Um, the last card is Page of Swords, bottom of the deck is Page of Cups. There's a lot of balancing out that needs to be done, because while in the mental realm of cultivating new ideas and Eight of Pentacles watering those seeds, right? It's very important to understand that lifetime, current, present day, right now, you guys are in a very renewed space. You've just undergone a lot of intense transits in the sky, and so you are you're in a very crucial point right now where it's important to have that balance of mentally and on an intellectual level. You're operating in a very high regard. You're having these expansive thoughts and these, ideas that you're cultivating, and you're taking the steps where it feels right, where it feels right to start, implementing certain action steps to start bringing these ideas into your reality, right? That's good. Just don't overdo it, because you are still in this really refreshed, renewed space. And so there's still learning to be done, right? There's still downloads that are coming in. This elevation, as far as like this energy goes, will materialize externally within you more and more as 2021 progresses, as the next year progresses for you, as the downloads of this Jupiter and Saturn, but especially Jupiter, transit, once we move further away from Jupiter being in your sign, the more and more downloads are going to keep coming in. Okay, so the moral of me sharing that is just be honest with yourselves and take an honest look at where you are right now, which is in this renewed space, which is good, because pages are wanting to learn and consume knowledge. And the good thing is you already have a lot of knowledge that you've downloaded. And so what you're to be observing right now and learning from is yourself, is the spiritual paths that your mind wants to take you down, is those very internally transformative moments. Those things are going to be the experiences that you guys are going to be drawing knowledge upon. And that's very cool, very important. So it's just key that you guys understand this and don't try to push past it and assume this very established energy right off the bat. It's there for you. It's there for you, right? But just don't bite off more than you can chew, is what the 2-page cards are really telling me. Just don't bite off more than you can chew, because it's not going to be enjoyable for you. Right now, things are enjoyable. Things are like bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Things can be very enjoyable and be a healthy balance. But if you reach past the middle, and you try to, take that good feeling and then, twist the knob up 1,000 and like apply all of this energy that really doesn't need to be there right now. Again, this is meant to be a process that unfolds over the next year and a half for you guys. Um, as long as you don't do that and you don't turn the knob all the way up, you're going to really enjoy this time and this period, because it's going to be a time that that feels on an emotional level very, very light and very uh, nostalgic. It feels very happy to you, even if your childhood or experiences from your past weren't necessarily like always consistently the happiest. Wherever that time in your life was where things were just pure bliss and the light just hit things a certain way and you just felt good on a very consistent basis. This time that you're in right now is on a visceral level very reminiscent of that. And that's good. That's good. Don't think that you need to, turn into a workhorse and burn yourself out to keep upholding that feeling. Capricorn, you're divine. you are you are promised you are promised bliss. You're promised enjoyment in this life. Heaven isn't something that you're going to end up at one day. Heaven is something that you have to create for yourself and find within yourself now. So, yeah, and enjoy it. You're already 10 steps ahead. You're already in it. All you got to do is maintain it. All right, Capricorn, I love you. I will see you next month in your season. Have a good month.